thinking. Laugh, rewind, it all remains. This is before everything changed. Cartoons, candy, mixtape plays. Back to the mall in the old school days. Kicking it back with stories exchanged. This is before everything changed. Oh, the 2 for 5 at Mickey D's. Sears catalogs and memories. Eclectic is taking you back. Just turn the page to before everything changed.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Remember, all right, so ladies and gentlemen, kids that's listening, there used to be these things called VCRs, video cassette recorders. And we used to watch various things on them, and that's what we're going to talk about in this show. Look, before we had a VCR, I was jealous. I was jealous of everyone that had a VCR. We was mad late. To me, we were mad late. Like, it seemed like everybody had a VCR but us. Like, people that didn't even watch TV had a VCR. I don't know why I had a VCR, but anyway. The early joints, the early VCRs had, if you were lucky to get one with a remote, the remote had a cord on it. So you could only be so far away from the VCR to hit the buttons. Otherwise, you had to hit the buttons on the thing. Then it had like a pull down. It was the whole thing. And you had your different kind of VCRs. You needed a 4-track. That's what I remember. I remember that you needed a 4-track. If you had anything except for a 4-track, you was doing bad. You was doing dirtball bad. I remember that. Those were the high quality. Then you had your different tapes. You had your Maxells. You had your Sonys. And the JVC. I think JVC was mine. I think that's what we went to. The TDK maker. I know we had JVC and some Sonys. So the Maxells were the cheapest though. But we ain't do that because, quality. How dare you? Then you would go, so if you wasn't recording stuff, you would go to Blockbuster. You would go to the video stores. You had Blockbuster, you had Hollywood Video, and you had like another one. I don't remember what it was. But man, you just walk in and you see all the new stuff on the wall, and all of the movies were on the wall, and the posters, and it just smelled like popcorn, and you would just go and look at stuff you never heard of. This was legit buying stuff or renting stuff based off the cover, because a lot of these movies you never heard of or didn't see. I mean, we're little, and so you're just like, nah, that looks cool. I remember like, oh, Hamburger the movie, hot dog. All right, I like both of those. Those weren't for me, but got them anyway because it was my father, and so yeah, we watched those. We would get all the stuff. We never really got the candy and stuff. Like early Blockbuster, they didn't even have all that stuff in the front. It was just get your movie and get the fuck out. But then you also had those video stores that had the little curtain. If you know, you know, a little curtain. Pops would be like, yo, go and pick you out a movie. And then I'm like, all right, let me go over here and see. I turn, like, wait, what? Where'd he go? He back in that room behind the curtain. Anyway, it was mad porn. Like the VCR porn era was wild. Shouts to Taboo 1, 2, K Parker. great. Oh, and then when you figured out, well, when I figured out, two VCR. So eventually, I got my own VCR, and pops had one, moms had one, in their room, and then when I learned how to record from one VCR to another, it was on. You just go rent 5 movies, come in, bloop, throw your JVC in one, throw the movie in the other one, record the movie, take it out, record another movie, take it out, record it. Yeah, like 3 movies on one tape, take them back, record some more. You had a whole library. We had every movie you needed. It was oh man, the 2 VCR dubbing. And then you also had the bootleg movies, because these were the days of the bootleg, when people would take a camcorder to the theater and record it and then sell the joints for like $5. So it was like, if the good ones were good. I don't know how they did it. I assume that they had an in at the theater. Like they knew somebody that worked at the theater and was like, yo, you running the projector, the film shit at the theater? And they're like, yeah, let me go up there with you, set this camcorder up. I'll give you a cut. I mean, that's what I would have done if I was smart enough and knew somebody. Or maybe they worked at the theater themselves, like, shit, I'm about to go to work. I'm going to take this fucking camera, set this joint up, hit play. While they watching the movie, I'm getting the highest quality, no interruption, fucking bootleg, the highest quality bootlegs on the market. I might sell it for $7. But then you had the other ones with the, see people getting up, going to the bathroom, hear people talking about the movie, just a row of heads at the bottom of your videotape, because you don't know. So they sell it to you. It could have been a blank tape, but most times people were reputable. And then, but if you really wanted to see Beverly Hills Cop 2 and you didn't want to pay for it, or you didn't want to pay $10, or you were too young to ever see it, then the bootleg was the way to go. I didn't have no money, so I just wait till somebody had a bootleg and watch the bootleg. I remember I had the Scarface double pack, like the Scarface. The movie was split into 2 VCR tapes, and if I remember correctly, the first tape stopped right when we saw it was a camera and the clock when they was doing what was the one rock song that was playing. It wasn't. I don't know why I was thinking of Taking Care of Business, but it was some fucking song playing when we saw the camera was at like the 12. It was mad obvious too, but I guess if you're not looking, you're not looking. So I had that. I still got a lot of my VCR tapes, or a few of them that I recorded like way back in the day. I have no VCR though, so they're kind of useless. I'm gonna go on Amazon and get me a little cheap VCR that has a USB fucking thing, and I'm gonna watch these tapes. I remember just about everything that's on the tapes. Like as soon as it comes on, I'll know, oh, this is coming on next. Because we didn't watch TV. Like when you had a VCR, if people came over, it was pop in the tape and we watched the tape. You go over other people's house and take your tapes because they didn't have what you had, and so you watch. We didn't watch TV. The only time you watched TV was like at 8 o'clock when like primetime sitcoms came on. Other than that, we was watching tapes because we were recording the videos, the music videos. Oh man, it's a great time. See, most adults at the time used it to record TV shows while they were away. Like, I learned how to program the VCR because I had to set it up to tape Sally, Jesse, Raphael, and Donahue for my mother while she was at work and I was at school. So I had to set it up so they would tape those. Then I had to set it up so then it would tape the soaps after that. And then like later on in life, Oprah and Montel, so she could watch those when she got home from work. And it was like the mad interface. Remember the blue screen, the white writing, it was the same everywhere. And you had to figure out how to make it record, start at a time, end at a time, switch channels. That was the one. That was the thing that most people couldn't figure out how to do. You had to get it so that the VCR would change the channel and record stuff on another channel. And most people didn't know how to do that, so they would just leave the TV on one channel, and that's all that they would get. And some people was even worse. They would just hit record, and they would just have all day. They would just have an 8-hour tape, and you just go in and rewind and find what you had. But I finessed it. I knew how to make it change the channel. Start at 9, end at 10. Go to this channel, start at 10, end at 11. Wait, start at 1, end at 2:30 on this channel. Oh, I was nice with it. I was a fucking nerd. Anyway, the only thing that I recorded was stand-up specials. I did all the stand-up specials, like on HBO shit, when they had like the one-night stands and all of them shits. We would record those. I did Tape and Live in Color. Def Comedy Jam. You had to have Def Comedy Jams on tape. Those was crack in the streets. Like, I wish I still had my Def Comedy Jam tapes. Those would... I wouldn't watch it. I would fucking make them digital, because like they tried to put them on Amazon, the Amazon Prime Video, but they edit them like crazy because a lot of stuff was problematic. 1, 2, the music is all gone because they don't have the rights to the music anymore, so it's just bullshit music that they overdub and they cut stuff. It's nowhere near as raw. If anyone has the old school Def Comedy Jams, like, digitize them and send them to me. Stop being a jerk. That'd be great. Anyway, but primarily we recorded music videos. Like, we used to make video mixtapes. It was great. Like Video Soul, Video Soul, Video Vibrations, Yo MTV Raps, Rap City, Pump It Up, shoutouts D Barnes. We didn't really mess with regular MTV, so I didn't have like Kenny Loggins on my thing. I enjoyed Kenny Loggins, but we didn't record Kenny Loggins. I'm not going over to my man's house and playing Hold Me Now by the Thompson Twins video, even though it's a good song. Anyway, I didn't record regular MTV or Friday night videos, and we didn't have a boxing date, so we didn't have that. But you know what time that the shows came on, so you had to get your tape ready. So to get your tape ready, put the tape in, boom. You find where your last video, because you probably watched it, you was probably watching it, or you went on somebody else's watch, so you got to get it to where the last video was. Then you had to hit record and pause. And then when a video you thought you wanted to record came on, then you would hit pause, which will release the pause, and then you would get the record. See, you didn't want to go straight to record from stop, because the VCR will have to like boot up and prepare to record, so you'd miss the beginning of the video. See, yeah. So you had to already have it in record mode and just pause, then you unpause it. And you had to do it when something looked cool in the first few seconds, or if they announced what the next video was, or you read the little text at the bottom of the screen that had the artist and the song, because you wanted the beginning of the video. Then, if you were wrong and it was whack, or you already had that video, you'd have to stop, rewind, play, get back to the end of the last video, hit record and pause before the video that was whack or you already had goes off, so you could be ready for the video that came on after the video. It was a fucking process. It was a whole thing. But listen, the VCR era, so much fun. It was great. I don't remember any VCR tapes popping or getting fucked up. I remember we had, did you have like the little car that you put the thing in, the auto rewinders, because you had to rewind your Blockbuster movies before you take them back, or they'd charge you some shit. So we had like the little auto rewinders, so you put it in and rewind while you're watching something else, because it's a piece of shit if you don't have that and you're watching something, you want to watch something else. It's like, yeah, we got to rewind all of these, so we just got to sit here and fucking stare at each other while this thing rewinds. So before we put the other movie in, because you're not going to remember to do it later, because it's like, all right, we done watching shit, let's go. So anyway, but that was a thing. Yeah, VCR tape. Any memories that you guys have, anything that you think I forgot or missed or glossed over, please, let's talk about it. Let's have a time on Twitter X and Instabibble. But in the meantime, in between time, appreciation. Thank you for listening, and then we out.
This is before everything changed.
Just turn the page to before everything changed. This is before everything changed. Eclectic. Before everything changed. Before easy. This is before everything changed. Broadcast. Nobody more easy. Instead more eyes. For so I never refrain my love and now. See the goddess taste before easy. This is before everything changed.